messed up for whatever reason. So that sucks, but whatever. I do have to get like a better connection here. I gotta get like a Wi-Fi extender or something. All right, so if you just seen, if you were here watching, you know that I had a little speck. No, I'm doing something right now. Go over there. Go. No, don't ask me nothing.
Just come over here, please.
So if you guys are watching, you know I had it just a little speck behind the glass. I ended up pulling it out and wiping it down as best as I could. That's one of the things when you're replacing this thing, that if you get a speck behind this glass, you're gonna always see it. So just try your best to work in a clean environment. Unfortunately, every time you take apart one of these DSs, they're gonna be super dirty. So all we're gonna do here is gonna roll this up and kind of try to pull it through this hole over here, where the metal is. And we're gonna do our best to just kind of slide it in as best as we can. This is probably the trickiest part of this whole thing, getting this ribbon cable through. So if you see this ribbon cable, you have to roll it up super, super tightly to get it through this hole right here. And we put this ring back from our DS. We do have more in the kit, but I'm just gonna go ahead and reuse the one we had, because why not? I don't think the new one is any better than this one. Well, actually, let's have a look at it. So this is the old DS one. This will be the new one in here. This little ring. I mean, is it slightly taller? Yeah, it is actually. Well, let's use this one then. It's a little bit taller. Okay, whatever. Let's use this one. Let's leave this one alone. And this part kind of just stresses me out, just kind of getting this in here. Like, you have to have tiny little fingers for this to roll this up in such a way that it's like perfect. And then you have to kind of gently guide it in to get it through that damn hole. And sometimes, like, just like that, it unravels. Noah, I'm busy right now. Please don't bother.
Can I show you something?
No, no.
Please, I need you.
Sorry about that, guys. Trying our best here to just get it through this hole. And it's refusing to cooperate. Nope. Okay, let's try it with the ribbon on the outside this time. Oh, we got it. That was a pain in the ass. But now it is all the way through now. Okay. Wow, that was incredibly annoying, guys. But there it is. And we should be able to just pop this screen back in. Oops, let's make sure it fits correctly. Oh, no. A little bit off or a little bit off over here. this green goes. Nope. So if you don't have like the perfect fit, it's probably because you installed it a little bit off. In which case, just keep taking it off and adjusting a little bit to get it to sit where it's supposed to. Just like so. So it's a little bit annoying, that you'll get it. These are supposed to have little rubber rings on them. So actually this one does have it, I believe. Just double check this one. Actually, look, this one doesn't have it. So we're going to take off this little rubber ring. And that is supposed to be on the speaker. So we're going to just put that there. This one already has it. And put that in place. Just like so. And we're pretty much halfway through this thing. It's just reassembling now. But reassembling is probably a harder than disassembling it, you know, guys? So what else do we need? So you'll notice here on the original shell, we have this little piece of foam. This is here for a very important reason. Which actually I was supposed to put this under this. So we might have to remove the speaker now. So let's take this off 1 second. And we're gonna put a piece of foam right here because this thing is not supposed to touch the plastic or whatever. In here, in one of these little bags that we have, we should find that little piece of foam. Sorry about that, guys. If I can't find it, I'll just end up reusing the one we have on that one. But we should have it. There's no way. There's a bunch of screws. Nope, nope. Okay, I have no idea where it is, so we're just gonna reuse this one. Let's go ahead and remove it and put it onto our new one right over here. And that should just pop in place. So now that little piece of whatever that's not supposed to touch plastic is not touching plastic. Okay. Now we have two other things we're supposed to put in here. The first being the microphone, right? And the other being the Wi-Fi antenna. Okay, so let's start with the microphone. Let's go ahead and route it through that little hole. This is a lot easier than the ribbon cable, obviously, because it's not super annoying. So what I like to do is just straighten this out as best we can. And that goes right in. No problem whatsoever. And then in here, you just want to... There's only one way this thing goes. And now you just want to press that in. And if it's sticking out, you're doing it wrong. It must sit like flat. Oh man, I broke the plastic around it. Again, guys, when you're handling this stuff that's so small, you just want to take your time because sometimes it does take time to get it in the correct position. think that's good right there. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look at this one real quick. No, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is supposed to go behind this, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, give me 1 second, okay? Now, the biggest issue with this is if you don't have these wires sit correctly, what ends up happening is that you'll have a gap. So if you don't put the wire, for example, like the microphone wire in the correct place, you'll have fitment issues. So when this thing tries to seal, it'll have a gap, and it's very problematic. So I'm just gonna quickly check out this guide real quick to see where that cable is supposed to go. Yeah, so after looking over this thing, yes, it is supposed to go right here behind these little posts. So I like to grab my finger and push them a little bit. Ooh. Oh man. So right now it doesn't seem to like want to fit where it's supposed to go, because there's kind of a gap up here. Maybe the screen is just slightly off, and that's what's causing the problem. But regardless, we're gonna try anyway to get it to where it's supposed to be. This sucks. If we close it up and this thing can't close, it's gonna try to squish the wire. Dang. Let's see, what else is a solution for this? So I made one mistake, guys. I was supposed to apply the shell, the glass from the front. And that's why this wire is not fitting now. So the solution would be, I guess, to peel this back, right? Let's peel it off. Okay, and just be careful. Pull it this way and then put the wire behind it. And it should sit under it anyway. So if we do it like this, it should be fine. Now the wire is sitting properly under the post. Okay. And now, when we go back to try to reapply this, should have no problems. Okay, perfect. So now the microphone wire is under where we need it to be. So that's perfect. Now we have basically everything's in place with no issues. And the screen looks good for the most part. Just have some fingerprints, which is fine. And now let's go ahead and route our Wi-Fi antenna. So it has a little post right here where it sits. So boom, just like that. And then there's one post right here where you kind of push it in. Just like so. Maybe this should be under it. Let's try that again, actually. I think it's supposed to be above it. I don't know. I don't know if that's a problem, actually. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, so this, we're gonna actually pick up this thing real quick. I think what we need to do is try to route it under here. You know, actually, oh brother, doing this too many times. Yeah, let's do this first because I'd rather do it right. So let's pick this up. Let's put this in first. And then it has two posts. And then you want to use a fingernail because this thing is... These wires are a little bit sensitive when you use the tweezers. And then let's get this through. Again, guys, this is not the easiest reshell. Like, it really isn't. Specifically this, because there's so many like little pieces that you have to basically install properly. And if you don't, you're gonna have fitment issues. And that's kind of like the worst part of this is just getting it right completely the first time, you know? And would we have anybody in the chat? Careful. Too much work. That is annoying. Careful, bro. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Kamal. I'm sorry about that, bro. It's just it is a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, it is a lot of work. And there's like a little bit of tape right here. You kind of want to like smooth over these wires. That way you can tape them down. And after that, we're pretty much done with this section. And then right here, you can push this down again. You can try to do one wire at a time over here. That way this thing sits properly. Okay. And the hardest part of this is pretty much over. Thank God. The hardest part is over. Okay, so now I have my top piece. So like you saw before, we're gonna go ahead and, so you'll see the little notches here, right? And those go into these little slots right over here on the side. So you wanna put it just above, just ahead of where you're supposed to like basically slide in. So like that, and then you push it down the opposite of what you did last time. So I go like this. Should be all the way inserted, and then boom, just like that, it's done. So now, pretty much, we're gonna screw this in, right? And we will apply the thing later. So we have these little screws, which we can reuse the original ones if we want to, or we can use the ones that come with the kit, which should be over here somewhere. I'm gonna go ahead and just reuse the ones that well, actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's just use all new everything, right, guys? Why not? So here's all the screws. And these should be Phillips head, basically the same size as the ones on the motherboard, I believe. Basically the smallest one, which is this one. Okay, and let's grab our Phillips head and just screw this in now. So hopefully we didn't damage the screen with how many times we took it apart. But we'll never know until we power this on. One thing we have to kind of check is which way the hinge goes. One tip I have for working on any of these devices is I have an electric screwdriver, but sometimes it provides a little bit too much torque. So I do recommend using a manual one most of the time, unless you are disassembling. If you're disassembling, you don't care about the device like that, I would just use an electric one. But when you're doing stuff like this, where you don't want to strip a screw and you don't want to have any issues, just go ahead and use the manual screwdrivers like you see me using now. Okay. All right. So it's not too bad. Now we're going to work on the hinge. So we do have our old hinge right here, guys. Now we have to check in which way this slides in. So there's only two ways this can go. One is the wrong way, one is the correct way. Let's go ahead and try. So it's no biggie. We're gonna basically put it in. We're gonna put in the opposite end and see if the orientation of the hinge is correct. Oh no. And you really shouldn't have to force anything. If it's forcing, it's because it's not sliding in properly. Like right there. That looks like it's sliding in. Boom. All right. And now where is our piece? It should be somewhere over here. Here it is, actually. All right. So this piece right here, we're going to go ahead and click it in place and basically check which way the hinge rotates. So right there, I believe that's correct because that's open and then boom, that is closed. So this is the correct thing. So that's the right thing to do. If it was wrong, it wouldn't be rotating the right way. And that's how you would check. Look, it goes this way. Closed and open. Okay, that looks correct. Okay, so now we have to take this piece right here. We're going to do reversing everything we just did. So now we're going to slide the ribbon cable in here with these two wires, just like we did before. Again, a little bit annoying getting the ribbon cable the correct way in here. Sorry, this is the wrong way, sorry. This comes in this way. Okay. And I like to move these wires out of the way of the ribbon cable while I'm trying to do this. So then that way I can just slide it in really easily. Well, here's hoping, because it's never that easy, but... So like I like to do is I like to start it from the corner and then I'll pull it, right? And then that'll give me enough space to slide the whole thing in. And boom, just like that. We're pretty much good to go. All right, and now you'll notice right over here where we removed those screws last time, you can put those screws back now. So, excuse me. We have some really long screws that are Phillips head, which we're gonna go into here and here. But the one thing we don't wanna forget here, which I almost did forget, is that this needs a light diffuser. Now that light diffuser, you can either grab off your old thing, which is this one right here, and you can just push this out if you want to, right? And you can take it off and put it in the new one if you want to do that, or you can use the one that comes in the kit. And again, since we are trying to use all new pieces, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now this thing can only sit in one way, so we have to try to put it in correct way. Okay. Let's see if that looks correct. Yeah, that looks good to me. That looks great to me, actually. All right. Go ahead and screw that in, see how it looks. Now, don't tighten all the way yet because we want to tighten them both at the same time so it doesn't look weird. Now, anytime you tighten these things, they should never be like so snug. And look at that. That doesn't look right there. That looks wrong. Something's wrong there. Something's definitely wrong there. So maybe either this is incorrect that's not what you want. So what we're gonna do is just flip the diffuser and see if that changes anything. And that's why I said this thing can only fit in one way. And you're pretty much gonna know right away if it's wrong. Okay, so we're gonna take that thing out now and flip it and put it right back. Okay. Now it seems like it's sticking out even more. Yeah, the other way was correct. This looks wrong. It doesn't go any deeper than that. So it was correct. Maybe it's just not screwed in enough. So let's try again. maybe what we need to do is actually turn this hinge over and then screw it in like this. That way this thing is not like completely turned. So if we have the hinge open, maybe it'll sit in a little bit better. Hold on, this thing's not even sitting inside now. Let's try again, guys. Again, always just have patience with these things, you know? You're gonna run into issues sometimes and you just gotta have to take your time so everything comes out correct, you know? Sometimes it's not gonna be perfect the first time you try it and you have to remove it and put it back, remove it and put it back. Sometimes a few times, sometimes more than a few times. That looks good now. Probably just needed to be tightened just a little bit more. But as you can see, just me tightening it, now this is like slightly curved. This is something that just happens with these reshells. It's just a little bit of curvature here. The last one I did of this, I had the same thing. But it is what it is. Who cares? Let's see here. Now for the... So for reference, this thing's supposed to look like this, right? The kind of European SNES. So we're going to go with a dark gray or kind of black for the D-pad and maybe the start and select buttons. Well, let's see which colorways look good on this. Let's see, maybe. Hold on, let's see if we can find one. SNES controller. Just go PAL. Okay, yeah, so it was, the start and select buttons did match the D-pad. So that's kind of what we're going for here. So let's go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, we don't have like a gray. We have like this kind of, it looks close to black. So we're gonna just use what we can. D-pad and I guess it is gray. If you look at these two side by side, it is kind of gray. Interesting. Okay. The question is, guys, what should we make the color of the shoulder buttons? Because I can make them whatever color I want. Because I have, look at all these colors I have. I have green, red, yellow, entire kits, and blue, and this one. So sky's the limit right now. So we have those two. I think make it, I'm gonna leave the slider and the power slider alone. We're gonna try a different color for that. Chat. Loving the pink bracelet, really brings out the color of his eyes. Yeah, man. Actually, it's purple. Let me see if we can turn this off. Yeah, it's kind of purple. I just came back from a rave, guys. Too loud. He's just jealous, man. He wants some glow in the dark bracelets, but he's not cool like that. Okay, so yellow's on the bottom, which is the B button. So let's go ahead and grab the B button here, if we can find it. B button, okay. Let's go ahead and do it like this. So it only goes in one way. Boom. All right. So B button is in. Maybe make one of the shoulder buttons like yellow. So maybe make the left shoulder button yellow. I think that's cool. And then, or actually, what about red and blue as shoulder buttons? That seems kind of cool. Maybe yellow. All right, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit indecisive right now. Okay. Yeah, our start and select buttons, we're going to drop those in as well. 1 and 2. Okay. Let's look for the Y button is supposed to be green. That's an X. Y button right here. And that is the innermost button, which is right here. Boom, okay. Okay, let's leave the green alone. Moving on to red. Red is our A button. Our A button right here. And that is the outermost on this side. Looks great, okay, perfect. And maybe make the R button. R button for shoulder, why not? I think that's cool. And now finally, we just have that X button, which is gonna be blue. Blue X button. This one goes on top. Boom. Alrighty, that looks great. And now we have, so I made the shoulder buttons here, right? We have the left and the right. Maybe make the left button blue. Well, I was thinking actually matching up the same thing to the volume slider and the buttons. So maybe do blue and green, and then the volume should be red, and then the volume slider should, no, I'm sorry, the power should be red, and the volume slider should be yellow. Or we can rotate it and try like red, blue, like in the opposite pattern, like red, blue, no, hold on, red, blue, green, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow. Let's try that actually. So this would be the left. Oh snap! I didn't mean to do that. Gosh, why does this have to happen, guys? Well, I guess we can get to that later, but that was my concept. So we can keep using the colors, but make it look really, really cool. Since we have so many different colors for the other stuff. Okay, let's just put the membranes on for now, and we'll figure out the buttons later. Okay, let's move this over. Let's see. We do have original. That was sloppy, Javi. Come on. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I'm not even gonna argue with you, bro. So have a look at this, guys. So you see there's like a little square here. You'll notice the same thing on the membrane. So that one corresponds to the buttons, and this one has a hole, which corresponds to the D-pad. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in. Boom. Boom, and obviously this little one is for our start and select buttons. Alrighty. We're almost at the home stretch, guys. From here on out, it's pretty much pretty easy. So only thing right here, we have to get this ribbon cable installed. So I just got to go slow here. Slide that in as best as we can. Oh, fuck. Oh, we need some serious patience for this part. Because I want to lift this out, but I can't because the buttons are going to fall out. So I have to just kind of very, very slowly attempt this to slide this in and lower that bar holding in the ribbon cable to the top screen. Okay. I think we got it. And there we are. Perfect. Perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better install right there. And that looks great. Okay. Now, the only thing is we have to remember here is that the microphone wire is actually under. Okay. So we have to do that first, actually. So let's leave this alone. Let's get this microphone wire over here. Hold on, let's leave this alone for 1 second. Incredibly annoying, guys. I think honestly, guys, at this point, maybe it's a good idea to test just in case we messed up the screen. We could just plug the battery and have a look at them real quick before anything. But, let's see this real quick. You really do need a lot of patience for this. And you know, people wonder why these modified Game Boys are so expensive. And if you see the amount of work they take to put together, especially something like this, man, it makes a lot of sense. So look, this one right here, I made sure I routed it in a certain way. That way it can sit correctly. So, this should be good to go. We have the DS basically on its posts. We're gonna go ahead and screw in the motherboard screws, which are basically one of the short screws again, which is these right here, which are like, go ahead and find them, make sure they're the same. These are also Phillips head. Okay, that's one. And this one is two. Now's a good time to have a look at our results. Wow. It's coming together, guys. It is coming together, guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Obviously, it still needs the little rubber here, which we're going to put in. But so far, it's looking pretty clean. Check it out. Side by side. Wow. Okay. I'm excited already. Let's do a quick test actually before we do anything. So in order to test, you do need to plug in this Wi-Fi chip. So go ahead and put that back, or else you'll just get a white screen and then you can't see anything. And then you plug in the battery, or just hold the battery here. Okay, here's the test, guys. The moment of truth. Did we fuck up the top screen? Oh my goodness. Volume is down. Everything is good. Everything is good. Okay, guys. Perfect. Super perfect. Oh my goodness. I'm excited right now. I'm way too excited right now. Okay. So from here, let's go ahead and remove this again, because we need to route this cable back where it belongs. This one goes right here where this thing used to be. This is our microphone thing right here. Just plug that in. Perfect. Oh, nope, not perfect. Not perfect. Hold on. Not perfect. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay. And then this cable right here, same thing. We're going to slide it the same way and then sit it where it was sitting before. So we're going to push it in like this. We got to make this as straight as possible and then slide it all the way through. If it gets stuck, just flip it over, try again. Ooh, you need a lot of patience for this, guys. God damn it. So what's happening is we're trying to get it through this like one area. If you can look right there, it's pretty much all the way through is clear, but everywhere else is not clear. So you try to get this wire as straight as possible and then slide it through. If you do it correctly, it comes out the other side, just like so. If you do it correctly. If not, it just gets stuck and you're going to be here for a little while trying to get that correct. And now we want to move this wire just a little bit over behind these like capacitors over here, so it sits in a better position. If we can. Okay, boom, just like that. Boom, that's what you want right there. Because we're going to install the shoulder buttons and you don't want this thing to be in the way. So for now, let's leave that alone. Let's put the Wi-Fi chip back. Boom. And now we're going to pull this. We're going to pull this. By the way, right over here, it's supposed to sit in between these thing right here. So you put that right there and have it sit like so. Ideally, you want it to be snug there. That way that shoulder button is going to sit on that post, so you don't want it interfering with that. Okay, and then here, we just plug this in. Oof, we're like so close, guys. Super, super close, guys. Okay, the next part is the shoulder buttons. So, like I said, I wanted to do something with these colorful stuff, these colorful buttons, since we have so many. So I was thinking about doing a maybe B A, and then volume slider will be green, and then power button will be blue. So just to have like some sort of cool colorway. What do you guys think? Chat. Scotch tape the membranes down. That, yeah, I hope your driver Bengals releases static charge. It doesn't actually. I'm a little bit reckless with these things. I'm supposed to use a static brush and blah blah, but I think we're fine. I don't have static like that right now, and I'm not rubbing against myself or anything, so I think we should be okay. So what do you think for the shoulder button? Let's do BA, so yellow for left and red for right, and then this volume slider will do green, and then power button will do blue. What do you guys think? The guys in here. Michael. Michael Benny. What are you thinking, bro? Anybody? Let's see. No one. Okay. So that's the left. Yellow's going to be left. Yep. Okay, so we got R is right. Yellow, I had it here somewhere. Where is it? Okay. Now this is fairly simple. So this thing right here, so it sits in this way. The thing on this side, pull out the ribbon cable for the top screen is always the worst. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So look right here, guys. You see this? How this is like has a side that's on top? That's the side that goes towards the button. Okay, so we're gonna go like that and kind of leave it in the hole, right? And then this goes in the post right over here. And then all we're gonna do is, you see this little slot right here? You see that little notch? So we're gonna sit that inside the notch, and then look just like that, inside the notch, and now you can build tension for the button. Oh. Well, that's incredibly annoying. Well, let's try this again. Oh, what the hell? There's a button in here. There's an X button in here. What the heck? That's funny. Sorry, guys. I think the thing about this install is just that so many like moving pieces. Not moving pieces, but it's a lot of like different little pieces you have to be careful with. And that's kind of the challenging thing about this. Am I putting this incorrectly? Is this the left side? Oh no, this is the left side. What am I doing? I'm sorry about that, guys. Oh. Yeah, it's supposed to be on this side. That's why it's not working. Okay, there we go. So stupid. So stupid. That's what I get for it's a little complicated. You got to make sure you know where you're putting your stuff. And yes, this is definitely a really cool colorway. I love it. I saw this and I was like, I need to have it. I need to have it to match my RP4. It's just like a really cool colorway. I love having Skittles. So cool. So look right here. We're going to just slide that in as best as we can. It's going to sit in the notch. We're going to go ahead and apply tension if we can. And that should be good to go. So now you'll see if I zoom in a little bit closer, it's sitting in the notch. And then when you press the button, that little spring is helping the button bounce back up. You just want to hold it in place though, because the tension does kind of push it out sometimes. And hopefully we don't have any fitment issues with these shoulder buttons. Sometimes these extreme rate cases do have a little bit of fitment issues with those shoulder buttons, but we'll only know until when we close it, which kind of sucks. So I know I said I was going to do the power button to be blue and then the volume slider to be green. Let's go ahead and grab those for the next part. Okay, so we got those. And now the next part is a little bit tedious, but basically anything you see in here, we have to put into the new shell. So we're basically at the final stretch. So you'll see we have this like little black piece right here. We have a bunch of stuff that goes into a black thing. That's kind of where the stylus goes. As you can see, this comes with a brand new stylus. So now very easily, you can just do this yourself if you want to. Go ahead and put that right there. And the next one goes right on top in this way. Now the OEM one might actually be better than this one. So I think I'll take the OEM one just because I'd rather use one that feels better. This plastic is good and it's gonna look cool as well. Instead of having this gray inside, it's gonna have a black inside. So let's go ahead and take it out of this one. So there's just a few screws holding this in. That's 2. And that's 3. And because these screws are on the inside, they're in like perfect condition. No one's ever touched them. So we're gonna take these and just transfer it over. Boom. And boom. That is fairly dirty actually, now that I'm looking at it. Kind of gross. You know what? I don't care anymore. Whatever. We'll do half and half. Let me get you guys a better view. I'm sorry. A little bit kind of not aware of the camera too much when I'm doing this stuff. Just because I'm trying to focus on doing this correctly. Snug. But anybody here, I really appreciate you watching. Because I love doing this. I love tinkering. I love mudding. Now look at that. This is a perfect example of why sometimes you should just stick with the OEM. You see that? Like, why is that happening? There's like a whole gap there for whatever reason. But it's sitting where it's supposed to, but that looks completely wrong. So let's try the OEM now. If anything, we'll just clean the OEM. Or the original. I see OEM like this is a car. This is not a car. But the Nintendo official one is the one where, we try to keep some of the parts of the original in these, these reshells. but that was not sitting correctly at all. I don't know why. That's weird. Really, really weird. All right. So let's go ahead and just see how it sits. And then this one, oh, it might be a shell issue actually. That's not good. Oh, I see the problem actually. It has this like little nub here. That is annoying. That nub I don't think is supposed to be there. Or maybe, oh no, 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 I installed it improperly. I am so sorry, guys. This is supposed to sit under the notch. Oh, I made a mistake, guys. This is supposed to sit under the notch. Like so. That's why we had that fitment issue. Oh, wow, I'm done. Okay, sorry about that. Hadn't done this in a little while. And it's hard to remember every last step you're supposed to do with these, you know? Okay, now that's correct. That looks good. That looks correct. It's okay, perfect. The next one is this like shield and this little like thing on it. So again, we're gonna go ahead and grab, we do have a brand new shield right here, along with that like sticker thing. So we're gonna take that out. So we're gonna peel that first. And that sits right there, perfect. Now we're gonna grab some of those screws. Would you consider the DS easier to mod? I've tried modding GBA SP and found it too hard and damage prone. OEM stylus guard fits better, facts. Actually, like the I thought this was a little bit higher quality, bro, but it might be actually the same, and it's kind of dirty and kind of scuffed up. It does, you know, house the stylus and stuff, so I'm just gonna not even use this one. It actually does the, I just installed it wrong. It has a little notch here, and it's supposed to sit under. That's why we had that problem. As far as is the DS easier? No, it is definitely not easier than the SP. It's harder because this one has more pieces. It's a little bit, it has more stuff. It has a microphone and a bunch of other stuff and cables that need to sit correctly. So no, it's not easier, but I think the payoff is better. So just so you guys know, this is my second time doing this. I did it successfully on like one that was a Pokedex a Pokedex DS, and that one went pretty well. The next thing actually, before I continue, there is one thing we need right here, which is a little piece of metal that is for the battery cover. So we do actually have one right here. If we want to use this one, let's go ahead and use it. Why not? Instead of reusing old pieces, let's just go ahead and use the new ones. This one's definitely a lot more time consuming, I think, than an SP, because there's a few ribbon cables. You know, it's a few things, not just the thing. But look right here, you kind of just slide this in, assuming this is the correct one, because it doesn't seem to fit. No. Maybe it's the other one. I see two of them here, so let's go ahead and do that. They look like they're the same size, but that's weird. Sorry, guys, I'm checking the chat real quick. Okay, appreciate it. So I'm going to grab some tweezers here and remove. Okay, and you can see that little thing we just installed is basically right in the position we need it. So from the video I saw before, they recommend you put a piece of tape just like Nintendo does. So if you look at Nintendo's version, you see like right over here on the left-hand side, there's a little piece of tape keeping that thing in place. So we're going to basically do the same thing. Now, the guy I watched, he said just reuse some of this tape, or even, where's the other one? We have, where is it? Here we go. This double-sided tape, we're gonna just cut a piece off of it and then put it in that position just to hold it in place. So give me a second, I need a scissor. Sorry guys, looking for a scissor and I can't find one. Supposed to have one here, but what happened? Okay guys, so we're just gonna make do with this. This is like wire cutters or whatever. We're just gonna cut like a tiny piece just off the end of this to hold that thing in place. So this the tiniest little thing, you can see that here. Okay, now all they did is basically just put it there and push it down. Oh. I know this seems kind of dumb, but if you don't do this step, imagine this thing falls out and then you can't screw in the battery cover because this thing fell out and it could short something because the metal's going to be touching the motherboard, you know? So this is kind of an important step for whatever reason. If Nintendo did it, you know, I trust their engineering or whatever. And somebody said something. Why do you order where do you order parts from, by the way? This I purchased off of AliExpress. This kit is called Extreme Rate. This is a really good brand. These shells are not trash. They're not like Chinese like really bad shells. They're really, really good shells. They feel really high quality, and that's why I use them. But they are a little bit more expensive than what you'd find from like say like typical other AliExpress. You could find DS shells for under $10. These are 25, 28, depends when do you buy them. You'll also notice I just installed this like little thing right here. It doesn't really matter exactly where you put it. It just has to be in a very similar position. So, and that's basically it. Minus the buttons. So obviously this one goes right here. This is the volume slider. Great things. I've had really shit alley shows. Yes, you need extreme rate, bro. This is the volume slider right here. Extreme rate is really, really good, bro. Really, really highly recommend it. Okay, so then we have the volume slider right here, and then the power button goes on this side. So just make sure this has like a little slit right here on the side. And then you want to just like kind of like put it diagonally so it can pop into there. Boom. And just like that, it's pretty much good to go. So we have the blue slider, right? And the green power button. I think that was the idea, right? Green. I don't know. We'll see how it looks when it's all together. But I think that's everything. We also have this as well, which is just like the little kind of GBA cover. This also supposed to have another piece, which we're actually gonna get, because I actually have a some spare parts from another DS that I got ripped off on, guys. So, but let's put this back together. So here we're gonna just try to make this the same. So just put it all the way to the right, and obviously this has to be all the way down. The power button should be all the way down. What did I just do? Oh man, I just made a mistake, guys. I put them in the opposite position. I was wondering why this felt kind of wrong. I'm sorry. I put the volume where the power is supposed to go. Oh, foolery. Hold on. Okay, I got it out. That was dumb. I'd rather you guys just see me make mistakes, because this is stuff that if you attempt this, you'll probably run into as well. Boom. And there you go. It looks pretty good. All right, so let's try to get the slider. The volume button has to be, try to move it all the way to the left. Where's the pushing hook to organize the screws? You're right, bro. I don't have that. What I have is this magnetic thing right here, bro. But these are pretty much all extra screws. Like I really don't need all of them. I mean, those at least, like the ones from the old case. So right here, very, very simple, guys. We're just gonna make sure this is all the way down and make sure this is down as well. And if you do it properly, it should just slide right into the shell. Now, if you wanted to, you could probably tape it as well. So it's like a little bit easier. But the first time, especially because this is a brand new shell, you want to be careful. I'm trying to be careful here. Hold on, guys. Comments, hold on. Hold on, guys, 1 second. I just need 1 second. Trying to position this properly. Should not have to force anything. If you're forcing something, you're probably doing it wrong. Look, and this thing keeps popping out. Goodness. No. Damn. Gosh. This one part takes so much time just because the very first time this thing's gonna be crazy tight. Crazy tight. So you want to just get this in position correctly. But, you know, sometimes it's not that easy. Seems like something's in the way. I think we may need to swap these metal plates. This one might be getting in the way for whatever reason. It's like bended here somehow. So I don't know if it's the exact same size as this one. I'm not sure. Seems to be causing some sort of fitment issue right now. Damn, we're like at the last stretch, guys. This is like super annoying. It should just like slide right in. But it's not happening right now. Okay, this button is like driving me insane. Hold on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to tape it in place right here on the outside. So that way the button cannot move while I'm installing it. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, and then this one, maybe do the same thing. This one's not like the issue, it's really the bottom one. And something here is preventing it from closing. Hold on, guys. Oh, brother. We're gonna do this one as well. So we're gonna tape it in the down position. It's all the way down. This one's all the way down. This goes in. There we go. Ah, finally, guys. That was extremely annoying. Finally. Like, what just happened there? That was annoying. Okay. Let's get to screwing this thing back in, right, guys? Let's finally finish the install. Okay, so it looks really, really good. Really, really good. Hey, yo. Yep, that looks great. That looks amazing. Okay, so where is the screws? So we have the two yellow ones that go on the top. Let's go with those first. So one thing about extreme rate cases that I mentioned before, sometimes the shoulder buttons are a little bit tight. Like here, it looks like it's gonna be tight, but we'll have to see when we finish screwing everything in. But it's almost done, guys. Almost done. You want to go easy on those screws because you don't want to strip anything. The posts are easy to strip. You know, just be careful as you're doing this. Now we need like a shorter kind of like this one, Phillips head that goes right here. Now when you're doing an Like putting everything together, like I said before, you want to be using a manual screwdriver, because if you use an electric one, you're very likely to strip a screw. So if you go manually, you can control it a lot easier, and you should be good to go. Now we need the Ys. This is one Y right here. Oh no, this does not feel right. That does not feel right. This is too long, I think, too. So this is what the Y is supposed to look like. It's close. It's close. It's very close. I don't know. I wasn't feeling good when I was screwing it in. Let's try again. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not liking those screws. These seem to be slipping. Right there, we still need some more. But it's, for some reason, it's getting really, really tight. And then these freaking aftermarket screws, they start stripping. So let's go ahead and try again with an OEM screw. Okay, that's good. That's what you're looking for right there. So it's like you have to use one of the first screws to kind of dig in the hole, and then you pull it out and go back in. Super annoying. This screw looks like it's already getting stripped. And it's only this one, and this one that we need to do this. The Ys. No. See, these are terrible. Terrible, terrible. So I'm not crazy about these aftermarket screws. They just strip super easily. But I mean, they do have a little bit of use where you can use them to kind of dig out the hole a little bit. Yeah, they're stripping again. Nah, it's fine. We'll just use this one. That's good. Now for one of the last ones. That is a Y. This is a corner screw as well, so this needs to be tight. If I had any feedback for this company, Extreme Rate, I wish they would just use better metal for the little screws, because they strip so ridiculously easy that I just don't like them. Like, it's very hard to use these screws when they're so like annoying to use. And I'm using the perfect size screwdriver as well. So it's not that, it's just the screw itself. That's annoying. All right. Now one of the last screws we have to do is over here. You don't want to over tighten this because it starts bowing. But this screw is super annoying. I think I need another screwdriver because that one is not working well. Try this one. Perfect. Maybe that's my fault for not using the screws included in the screwdriver included in the kit. So it's not the company's fault. It's my fault for being stupid. Anyway, guys, final results looking really, really good. We do have to wipe down the screens a little bit, but let's do the other parts. First, let's test it, right? See if we messed anything up. Shoulder buttons are a little bit tight, but nothing crazy. Yep, everything's working well. Looks good. Okay, perfect. All right, battery's good. We're gonna put the battery cover in now. There is a screw very specific to the battery cover. And that screw, I believe, is this flat one. No, it's not this one. Sorry. It's this one right here. Looks like that. There's two of them in here, luckily. So this screw, we're gonna go ahead and screw in. Oof, that looks amazing. That looks freaking amazing. Okay, now pretty much it's just the final touches. So we do have those rubber pads right here that correspond to this spot and this spot. And then we have the ones for the top screen. And we have this other one for the top screen. We have doubles of everything, basically. So guys, we're at the home stretch. We also have like a little sticker that we can put on That's good enough to me. Wow, that looks so good. Holy moly, that looks good. Corrupt said the post is no longer good. Actually, bro, it was fine. I didn't strip it. The problem was my screwdriver. This screwdriver, like, for some reason wasn't like catching the screw, unfortunately. Okay, so then in here, now we're just covering up these screws right here and then putting in this plastic over here for when the hinge closes. Again, these little pieces, these little tiny pieces. But this is a super fun mod if you guys just want to attempt it. It does take a long time, but that's why I wanted to show it off because it's just like, dude, you can make your DS Lite look so good, so freaking good. And then make it almost brand new, you know? Like, obviously the internals are going to be old, but, you know, you refurbished it basically. Put new membranes on it, new buttons, new shell. And this thing is looking phenomenal. Phenomenal. There is another video that I followed when I first did this, and that's kind of the video I recommend watching. Like you can watch, obviously I just did it on this one, but the other guy's tutorial is definitely better than mine because he's done it like thousands, I don't know how many thousands of times. Versus me, this is like my second time doing it, so sometimes I make mistakes and forget things. But yeah, guys, it's looking pretty damn good so far. And look how perfect the hinge is. There's no wobble whatsoever on this. Because it's a brand new shell, like I said, the hinge is perfect. It's usually the shell itself that messes up the hinge. Like it just wears out over time. So it's like the plastic, not so much the like the metal hinge. The hinges are actually like really good on these devices. And then in here, you're just gonna slot this into this thing. Stupid thing. But when this is done, it feels so good, bro. Like I did this the first time and I'm like, I need to do it again. I need to do it again. Even if I don't actually end up playing the thing, which I will, but I'm just like, I just absolutely love like the challenge of doing this. Perfect. Okay, so we got the top ones in. Covered this up. Now we have to do the bottom, whatchamacallit, which is this thing. And where's the other part of it? Oof, look at that. Perfectly nice little DS. Oh my goodness. I actually have an official Nintendo stylus right here, actually. This is a different color one, but this is a real Nintendo one. So this is probably the stylus I'll put in here, even though if it's a different color, it's not going to match. I don't care. Look at that, guys. It's like a million colors, but I love it. Or what do you guys think? Use gray or Nintendo OEM? This one does slide a little bit easier, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, whatever. Let's do that slot. do the slot, guys. I'm gonna be done. The stream has gone on way too long. Once again, here it is. So this does actually have a board, which actually has to go inside. So we're gonna find it real quick. I have a spare one somewhere. No. God, this is annoying. Found it. Whew, okay. Sorry, guys. That was annoying. So I have this thing. One thing you guys need to know about me is that I'm not very good at finding stuff. Like, I'm just truly terrible at finding things. So as you can see, this has a Y on it. You're going to grab your Y, right? Just checking the stream. That's me. I enjoy taking things apart. Very good. Gray. Yeah. Look, so we're going to unscrew this part. This is literally the simplest thing in the world, guys. It has one screw. Remove the screw. This slides out just like the top screen. And then you should have a little board in there. Nintendo official board. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and put it back. No. There we go. So I don't know if you guys saw that. But you put it in here. It has like little posts. You put it in here. It has these little posts right here. Boom and boom. Right? It has like these notches. Put that notch here. On the side, you can see. And then boom, you just push it down. And now put back that screw. And see if we have a new one of these. This screw looks horrible. Yeah, we do actually right here. We have a brand new one of these. Yep, and the screw is stripping once again. Why? Oh my gosh, it's OEM screw again. That's one of the few things I actually complain about with this thing. The stupid screws, like just thing that they dropped the ball on, and it's just damn screws. But yeah, it's perfect. Looks freaking good. Oh my God, it's unbelievably snug. Wow. Look at the fitment. Look at the finish. Wow. SNES colorway. Wait, guys, we need to wipe it down. What are we doing? Let's move all this stuff. Actually, I like to keep the extra stuff over here. So I have like extra hinges, extra the screws and stuff. So I'm gonna put all this stuff away in here. So if I ever need it for like another DS that I plan to do, which I'm not gonna stop modding this, you know what I mean? Just because I finished this one, that'd be a waste, you know? It's fun. It's really, really fun. But let me get a, where's the swab? Have some alcohol right here. Thanks for the stream, gotta go. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for being here. Freaking awesome. Peace out. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Music to my ears. Wow. And now the fruits of your labor. We gotta put a game in here. What the hell? Oh no, you have to press confirm. Whoops, doofus. Screen needs to be calibrated. What's today, guys? March 8th. Okay. I think this definitely needs to be calibrated. And what time is it? 8:34. This is my actual birthday, guys. But I don't celebrate my birthday, so don't worry about it. Okay. We need a game in here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll have to restart it again, but oof. Dude, this hinge. No shot. You share birthdays with my kid, September 9th. Yeah, that's me, bro. Hold on. We need to calibrate this screen. No way, bro. Go ahead, one more time. Yep, that's much better. Much, much better. Yep, now that thing's straight. Oof. Let's see a game on this thing. Oh my God, the hard work. You guys saw how annoying that was. Oh man, look at this D-pad. Look at these action buttons. Oh wow. Goodness. I'm in love already. Absolutely in love right now. You guys like Mario Kart DS? Somebody say something in the chat. Looking sick, Javi. This is what I'm telling you, bro. Especially because I know you like modding. Corrupt. I know you like modding. This is an amazing mod to do, bro. And you can. I have a. I think I have a link. You can try this, but DS, bro. Look at this. Oh my God. You see that precision? You guys saw how ugly this thing looked before? And we went through some challenges with this thing. I didn't even install the screen properly. I kind of made a mistake, and I was supposed to I have a crappy 2DS. I'd like to try this. Do they have shells for it? I don't think so. I think that's why I did DS Lite. I know they have DS Lite shells. They're really, really good. And they have a bunch of them, even transparent ones, if you like transparent. They have the American SNES. They have a Pokédex version. I'm planning to do another one soon. But I wanted to stream it. The first time I did it, I didn't record it or anything. I kind of just like did it like on my own. And I kind of regretted it. I was like, damn, this has been super cool to stream. These are good for cheap too. Yeah, man. I got this DS, bro. No cap. I paid probably like $45. The shell, I got it on sale. This one I got for like 24. So all in right now, I'm 24 for the shell, 45 for the DS. Like $70 around there, 69 actually. $69. Look how good this looks. Obviously, I had to do the work myself, which sucks. But, you know, still looks and feels amazing. And I'm going to keep this one. I'm not selling it. The last one I sold it. I've seen a few, just never caught my attention. You probably saw the crappy ones. Does this one catch your attention or no? Do you like this SNES one or no? Yeah. It's dope, right? Look, hold on. Let's move this stuff over. What? Looks fire, bro. Yes, it does. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. RP4 Pro and DS. It's like a match made in heaven, bro. Look at it. Wow. Goodness. We need to move this stuff over, though. So much crap in the way. But, dude, I have so much extra buttons. DS R4 Pro. Dude, the hinge feels unbelievably tight. Like, look at that. It doesn't wobble at all. Bro, that's like the biggest benefit to this thing. This feels brand new. Brand new. And if you really wanted to, you could take off the whatchamacallit here. The whatchamacallit right here and replace it. So you see how the touchscreen has like scratches on it? You see how the touchscreen has like a little bit of scratches on it? You can basically remove it and put a new screen on it. So you won't have any scratches whatsoever. We're officially at 2 hours, guys, for this stream. I might just end it. But I did want to show you guys how good these deals are, bro. You can pick these up super cheap. Let's see. Wow. The results are amazing. We did have one issue right here. I'm not sure why. You can see it's kind of bowed. Maybe that has to do with the screen or something. Definitely not perfect right here. Excuse me. But it's a really small thing. I'm not even going to pay attention to it. I think it's fine. Even when you close it, it looks fine. Maybe I have to tighten this screw down a little bit, this post. And that might improve the fit a little bit better. There's nothing over here either. Oh yeah, let me show you guys on eBay. Let's see, DS Lite. We're gonna organize this. Buy it now. Sort. Price. Okay. So some of these are just for parts, which you want to skip. And you'll start to see good ones around like $40-ish for repair. Can we pick condition? Here we go. Let's put used. And then we'll sort it. Price low to high. No, it's still the same. There's a lot of broken ones out there, but let's see. Black region free. This one's Japanese. You want a US one, ideally. The one I picked up, like $40. Used from Japan. Oh, look, this is a good one right here. Look at this. This might be a good candidate. It says non-functioning shoulder button. Actually, no, that's not. That's not good. This one actually can't repair the shoulder buttons that easy. Never mind. Oh, look at this one. This is actually a pretty decent candidate. You see how it says broken hinge? I showed you guys the hinge is actually fine. The hinge itself, I actually have an extra one right here. This doesn't break, right? The hinge cannot break. It's the housing. It's the plastic around the hinge right here. This is what breaks. So that's why you get the broken hinge, but it's not the hinge itself. So you can actually reshell this, no problem, and then get this with a perfectly good hinge. Because it's not the hinge. It's just the plastic around it that messes up. And look at this. You see the price on that? $35 plus $6 shipping, or best offer. You can offer this person a little bit less, probably $30, and get this one perfect. And then just reshell it, just like I did. Look, another one, broken hinge, tested works. Look at it. Blue one. Screens are in good condition as well. You can tell they're not yellow, which is what you want. A little bit beat up, but that's not an issue. It's just the hinge is broken. It's normal. But yeah, guys, and then you can pick up these extreme rate. If you go to AliExpress, you'll find these for like around $25 to $28. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to show you guys. Site cannot be reached. Wait. Okay, so extreme rate. This is probably going to show you the welcome deals. You don't want a welcome deal. You want the regular because obviously you're not going to have the first time buyer stuff. So, but it's saying 20, but it's really like $24, $28 around there. Look, this is the one I just did. This listing right here. Look at that. And they did a little bit different. They didn't even do the colorful buttons like I did. But it looks amazing. Comes with so many things. But normally it says $26.99 for this shell. And that's really not bad for the quality of this thing. If you feel it, I know I can't describe it to you, but it feels very good. It's like a matte finish, but it's like smooth. As long as you're aware of some of the cons, like the screws themselves are not the best quality, but everything else, fire. Super fire. All right, guys, I'm going to be wrapping up the stream. I want to say thank you to everybody who stopped on by. Those of you watching from the beginning. What is this joke? When you screw something for so long, it gets loose over time, natural. Bruh. Yep. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.